Hey, what's happening everybody? Sean Kitzman from Sustainable Massage Practices. In today's video, I want to talk about a really super important piece of your game that I feel a lot of people leave out. So, I think that your network, and I know everybody talks about this, and I know that it's been beaten into the ground, but I'm going to tell you how my network has helped me here a ton in my move to Minneapolis, right? So what is a network anyways? Let's start there. It's the people that you have around you. And, you know, we all have a circle of friends around us. But what I find as massage therapists, we do very poorly, typically as an industry, because we're all fighting for the same clients, which is bullshit, by the way. You should not be fighting for clients. You should be searching for clients who match well with your personality. Because if you do, then there's no competition. The only thing that's holding you back is yourself. But we all have a circle of friends and, you know, people that we've either known for a long period of time or you know, we just kind of mesh well with. And in our circle of friends, like I said, they all mesh well within our personalities. In your network of professionals and peers around you, you should have the same thing. So my network helped me a ton here in Minneapolis. How, you ask? When my wife and I decided that we were going to move from Michigan to Minneapolis. In Michigan, I had my practice there for 16 years, right? When we decided that we were going to move we were going to move here from Minneapolis, I had already had a network of people in the neurokinetic therapy community that I could reach out to. There was already people here locally in Minneapolis that I could start to work with. And here's what happened. So I got a hold of that. I got a hold of a couple of people, and I got to meet them, those that I didn't know already. And before we even moved, I had an office set up and I had clients waiting to come for me to come. And my clients, by the way, weren't clients here locally. They were actually clients of people who were, you know, essentially around the world. Ohio, Ontario, and Morocco, of people in my neurokinetic therapy community that actually had referred me clients. And that's like on a kind of a micro level, right? That's a small piece. So I train martial arts. If you haven't seen my other video, that's where this came from earlier on this week. It's an abrasion, or it's a burn on my head from a lot of contact. I've already this week set up 2 networking get-togethers with people that I know from the place where I train jiu-jitsu at. One guy happens to be a kettlebell instructor. I already had an idea, because we trained at the same gym, we trained at the same jiu-jitsu place, that our ideas were actually going to be aligned. You don't want people in your network that you don't mesh well with. People who will contradict you. You want people in your network that will edify you and you edify them. When they send a client to you, your goal should be obviously to help the client, but to make that person who sent you the referral look like a freaking genius. Because then that makes him feel, or her feel, really good, and they will send clients to you. And then the client is super happy, and they will actually talk about, oh, you know, I saw this person, and, you know, I was working with this person, and then he referred, or she referred me to this person over here, and man, this person over here was really good. They've got this great synergy and great group of practitioners, and you want to build a community of people around that. You don't want to build a community of people that associate with people who are greedy. They don't want to send clients. They're afraid of maybe sending a client to you because you might be better, and they want to hoard those clients. You want to create a community of people who actually want to, you know, pay it forward and build, you know, they want to plant seeds. And not only do they want to plant seeds for you, but they want to plant seeds for others. And here's really how you can get your game on a ton. And this is something that people don't do. You meet with somebody like the guy I met with Kurt Hartman from Pro Fitness in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, right? The guy I met with on, I met with him Thursday. I am already going to put him in front of some other contacts that I'm going to have. I'm going to start working with a local soccer team, a regionally competitive boys soccer team. And from working with elite level youth soccer players before, I know that their strength training sucks. It's awful. And I've personally done some kettlebell training with some of my athletes back in Michigan. But I also know that I can't wear all the hats, right? I can't do all that stuff all the time. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start finding people who actually do those things better than I do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a community of people that I can refer to, and they're going to refer to me, and we can actually set up stuff like events where we start to like bring in the types of clients that we want to have. Instead of sitting in our offices and individually bitching about stuff, we're going to get together and we're going to start to create ideas. Because that's where real progress happens in your business. It doesn't happen from sitting in your office, creating some stupid meme about, I'm a massage therapist and I have superhero powers, and then sending it out into the world, or putting something on Facebook and saying, hey, I don't have any clients on Wednesday, can you come see me? Yeah, sure, that short term puts clients in your door, but they're probably, and also, hey, I don't have any clients, I'll give you 75% off if you can come get on my table. That doesn't get the kind of client that you want. That gets a client who's cheap and lazy and who's not going to come back. And if you want to fill your practice with those types of clients, go right ahead, fantastic. But if you want to fill your practice with clients who actually love and value your work and who you love to work with and who will help build your practice, they become parts of your team, then I suggest that you get off your butt and you start finding people in your community. And if you don't have anybody, go out and create them. Go out and find them. Do the work. Instead of playing Candy Crush and I play Clash Royale, I'm guilty, right? Instead of playing all those games, find where they're at. They're out there. And it doesn't have to be 75 of them. Start with 2. Start with 2 people who actually, all 3 of you guys, have some synergy. So that's what I'm doing this week. Actually, today, on Saturday, I'm actually going to a rugby game. Sorry, got cut off. So today I'm actually going out to a rugby game that came as a lead from my network now at the martial arts place where I train. So those small communities like that can be super powerful for your practice. And I really encourage you to find places and people where you can start to incubate ideas and grow your practice in a way that no one else in your area is doing. I promise you, nobody's doing this. Why? Because it's hard. And people take the route less traveled. They want to have an expensive website, do SEO, run some ads, throw some flyers at the coffee shop, all the rest of that stuff. Instead of, now, I'm not saying that all those things aren't important and they don't work, but if you're really looking to cultivate a really strong, powerful, sustainable practice, get your networking game on. I promise you, it's going to help you a ton learn to not only build your practice, but create things. And that's the fun part. I mean, sure, being in practice and seeing your clients is super fun, but actually doing something collaboratively with other people is super fun. All right, have a great day. I'm going to finish the rest of my coffee, make some breakfast, get ready to head down to the rugby pitch, and see what kind of business I can conjure up. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Remember, practice makes improvement.